If you're like me and you have fitness goals, it's very important to think about the dates that you are going to participate in races, and you need to backwards plan and periodize your entire year according to those races. Now it is December 2025, and throughout the course of December 2024 all the way to December 2025, I completed a few races. So this is a video of me sharing with you my experience on how I went about going for planning all these races, and the mistakes I made, and hopefully you will learn from them and maybe you don't make the mistakes in your own life. So let's go back a little bit. The month is August 2024. So August 2024, I had the goal to do a half marathon in 2024 in December. Now, this goal was a very big goal of mine. It was a very personal goal of mine because in 2022, I had a hip surgery. And during that hip surgery, all I could think about was running. All I could think about during that rehab process was running. And then so I slowly adopted the habit of running a little bit more for my heart health, and the habit just stuck. And I had this big goal to run a half marathon for the first time in my life. And I wanted to look good during this half marathon, so I wanted to lean out. So I had a body composition goal, and I also had a performance goal. And so my first mistake that I made from August all the way to December was I mixed the performance goal and the body composition goal together, right? What I should have done was I should have planned for a body composition goal first and then a performance goal after in different periods. Right? So from August all the way to December, I lost 6 kilograms. Now, though I had an improvement in my performance during the training, leading up to it, being in a constant calorie deficit, my immune system was compromised and I fell sick 1 week before my race. And when the race actually happened, I performed the race sick and I did not achieve my performance goal. It was actually very disappointing on my behalf because this was my very first half marathon and I really wanted to come in fresh and do really well. My goal was to hit about 2 hours, but I got 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, I know it's not a bad time in general, but leading up to it and preparing for it, I definitely did not do it properly. And so that was actually my first mistake. I already had a body composition goal and I had a performance goal at the same time. I should not have done that. I lost 6 kilograms in the process of this training block all the way from August to December, where I should have went on a shorter cut and then went on a calorie maintenance, trying to maintain the amount of food that I needed to fuel for the performance leading up to the race at least a month before. I didn't do that. Now, I dropped 6 kilos. So I started at 68 and went all the way down to 62 kilos. And then I went to the year of 2025. Now, the year 2025, because I was on a deficit for so long, August all the way to December, I wanted to regroup and try to figure out what I did wrong. So I did a blood work and I found out that during this cut, I had a very, very big dip in testosterone. Now, the testosterone reading that I got at the end of that very first cut and at that very first half marathon, I had like 12 nanograms per liter, which ended up becoming about 200 nanograms per deciliter, which is really, really low in general. And so I needed a few months to kind of eat at maintenance, eat as much as I needed to kind of regroup and let my hormones reach back up to that homeostatic level. And what I did was just kind of had an appreciation for food again, trained moderately, and then kind of not think about any performance goal in the meantime. All right. So I kind of went throughout the beginning half of the year like that. And then when April came, there was a half marathon race again. And I participated in this race with minimal training and moderate resistance training as well. And I actually performed better. I got 2 hours and 6 minutes for that half marathon, right? I was fueling myself correctly, I trained modestly, and I got 2:06. So I actually should have learned from this very, very experience, because I did well. I did 2:06. That was very close to a 2-hour goal. But I didn't do that. I didn't listen to myself, my body, and even my own coaching experience. And so when April came, I had some colleagues that asked me to participate in a relay high rocks race. And in this relay high rocks race, I did 2 stations. I did the lunges and I did the sled push. And I didn't run much because I still had the body composition goal to get bigger, right? And because I wanted to get bigger, because I wanted to get bigger and my metabolism was so big, was so high from exercising so much, I actually thought it would be a good idea for me to forego my aerobic health and really just focus on my anaerobic health. Big mistake. So from April all the way to about June, I actually did not do much cardio at all. All I did was resistance training. So came to the race, I felt like I was gassed. I felt like I was reaching at 100% all the time, and it took me a long time to recover from that. But again, I didn't listen to my body. I didn't listen to my experience. What I did was I just continued trucking along, trying to put on as much weight as possible. And so I was on that weight journey. So again, at the beginning of the December, all the way to this point in June, I was trying to put on as much weight as possible. And then fast forward all the way to about August, a friend of mine asked me to participate in a High Rocks men's doubles. And I thought, why not? Let's do it. I did the relay race. I'm gonna do the men's High Rocks race as well too. And I signed up with my partner thinking, okay, now it's time to start training again for my aerobic health, because High Rocks a lot of it is running. And what I realized was that because I didn't run much from April all the way to August, my aerobic base was shot. Right? It was so terrible. And so I needed to build up that endurance again. And leading up to the race, I was still trying to put on weight. Right? My program was not really perfect. I just kind of went by on maintenance and just trying to, again, just put on weight and maybe try to have some strength goals. I really wasn't focused on doing anything. Fast forward a little bit again, and then we're at October, right? At October, I weighed in at 69 kilos. So that's a 7 kg increase from December all the way to October. Right, so it took me 10 months to put on 7 kilos. So went all the way up to 69 kilos, and I realized, okay, wait, I can't show up to the High Rocks race overweight, and because I was carrying a little bit of body fat. So I needed to lean down a little bit. And then not realizing this, I was actually doing the same thing I did from August the year before. I have a body composition goal again, and then I have a performance goal again. You cannot do 2 at the same time, and I absolutely did. I made the same mistake twice, and that's what I did. So going into October and moving all the way to the High Rocks race at the end of November, I was trying to have a performance goal and a body composition goal. I was trying to ramp up my volume, trying to make sure that I get my aerobic base in, getting my strength training up, all while eating on a deficit. That doesn't make any sense. Now, as I was doing this, I thought I was in a good place, because I thought I could learn from my own mistakes, because I thought, because my testosterone dropped, maybe I should just eat a little bit more fat. Eat a little bit more fat, being on a smaller deficit. And well, needless to say, I fell sick again. And I fell sick right before my High Rocks race. This is about 2 weeks out before my High Rocks race. And I needed to halt all training, and I needed to lay in bed and sleep all day. I ate maintenance calories, trying to make sure that I had enough nutrients and my body had enough energy to fight off this infection. And then finally came to the High Rocks day. I didn't perform as well as I should have. Now, my partner and I got 1 hour and 14 minutes, which is not bad in the grand scheme of the averages, but I really felt that I wasn't optimized leading up to the race. And I was actually very disappointed about that, because all of this could have been prevented if I learned from my mistakes last year. And so now the High Rocks race happened, and right after that, there was a 5 kilometer and a 10 kilometer race. I thought that because I've been training for High Rocks, I've been doing intervals, I've been doing like high tempo style training, the 5K and the 10K race, literally 1 week after that, I thought I could do, because the training was aligned. And I thought that I could maybe PR that 10K. Wrong, I thought wrong. You know, the High Rocks race happened because I was sick leading up to the High Rocks race. I I needed a lot of time to recover after that High Rocks race. And then that week after, in between the next race of that 5 km, I needed to rest. I did the 5 km race, and then the 10 km came, thinking that I could PR. Very naive of me to think so, because I didn't hit the PR. I didn't hit the PR because I wasn't rested enough. I didn't eat enough. I didn't train properly. And so anyway, I'm trying to make this video and trying to reflect on my year of 2024 all the way to 2025, and how I did not plan it I did not plan it to play out the way it did. And moving into 2026, I'll do things very, very differently. Hopefully you learn from my mistakes, and that's the sole reason why I'm making this video. And so what I want to learn and what I want to do moving forward, right, is actually looking at the year as a whole, right? So now the year is 2026, right? There are going to be a lot of dates and races that I would like to participate in. Now I know I want to do the High Rock singles. I know I want to do another half marathon, a couple of 10K races here and there, but I don't know when they are. Now it's very important that I know that I want to do these races, and I also know that I have a body composition goal. Now, if I have a performance goal and a body composition goal, learning from my mistakes from 2024 to current day, 2025, present day, I need to plan accordingly that the body composition time, where I make the adjustments for being in a deficit and eating at maintenance, that does not interfere with the time that I'm preparing for a race. Okay, when I'm preparing for a race, I need to be eating at maintenance or even in a slight surplus for me to give myself the amount of fuel I need and nutrients I need to perform at tip-top shape. Because if I do not do so, clearly I am not optimized. Okay, and that is the advice that I give to myself and hopefully for you as well. Now, I also want to take some time and talk a little bit about learning techniques and learning life through experience. So throughout the course of my professional career, I've always tried to help people and periodize their own programs aligned with their own goals and aligned with their own milestones that they want to achieve. And for me, I always try to tell them about prioritization, thinking about, all right, if you want to work on a particular muscle group, you want to build the muscles on your shoulders, for example, the volume and intensity for your legs has to decrease for you to focus on that. All the nutrients and resources to heal and recover needs to go towards the shoulders, because that's what you need. That's periodization, right? If you have a racing goal, all of your training should go towards aligning towards that goal, and that's that period, moving towards it. So I've been doing this for a while now for almost every single one of my clients. But why is it that for myself, I didn't do that? And I think this is a part where I have to confess that I'm human, right? Even though I've learned the techniques, life through experience still needs to be lived. And even though I understand that periodization is very important, especially for the grand scheme of things, it's also very important to kind of live life through experience and learn from your mistakes. And that is my mistake. So the very first cut that I did was in August 2024, leading up to that December race. I went on a deficit and I tried to have a performance goal. That's a mistake. That was not aligned. I had no priority. Again, this entire year, I was scrambling, trying to go with the flow. Oh, I really wanted a body composition goal. And then suddenly oh, if I had a race, I need to have some performance goal too. Okay, so this has to stop, all right? As a message to myself, watching this video, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So moving on from 2026 and beyond, the year has to be looked at least roughly on what are you going to be doing. Once you plan what you are going to be doing, at least roughly in terms of the month and the week, you have an idea on where you want to be moving forward towards that. You reverse engineer, backwards plan, and slot in the times and periods for you to gain, to lose, or to perform. Incredibly important. So I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to, again, share with you my experience and tell you that even though I am a health professional and I have programs and periodized programs for my clients. I am also human, and because I'm also human, I am fallible, and being fallible to mistakes and also not listening to my experience, not listening to the textbooks, not listening to what I am doing for other people. So hopefully you got a lot out of this video. It's been a very rude awakening for me to kind of learn this experience myself, but very, very important, and I will definitely play things out very differently in 2026. As always, have be kind to one another, be good to one another, always try to be better and push yourself as much as possible. My name is Matthew. I'll see you in the next one.